Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do the daily reading for Monday, November 29th. I do this every time. I wrote it down. Yes, I did it right. November 29th for 2021 for all of us, for the collective. And I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And I might clarify with another deck. We will see how this goes. Just flying by the seat of my pants. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. It's a Monday. Going back to work, putting some effort into doing something that is building your skills, your knowledge, your money. Temperance. It's a card of Sagittarius. This is about being patient, doing things in moderation. When you're doing this, when you're working on building skills, building mastery, building money, sometimes it can take some time. You got to flex that patience muscle. Excuse me. Oh, and then we get the Three of Swords. Wah, wah. Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, sadness, loss. One reader I follow talks about how this card is sort of like it's an acute kind of pain. It happens in the moment, but it's not long lasting. Sort of like a kid on the playground who's like, they're running and they trip and they fall, and it's like the worst thing ever, and they're freaking out, crying, and you like, give them a little band-aid and pat them on the back, and then off they go, and it's like as if it never happened. So it's that kind of energy where it sucks in the moment, but it won't last that long. Maybe this heartbreak is why there's a need to be patient. Why you're diving into work of some kind. Seven of Pentacles. What is this Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles. It's like, okay, stepping back and looking at what you've done up to this point, all the effort you've put in, and kind of like, yeah, you've gotten a certain ways into your project. Is it worth continuing? Do you keep going, or do you scrap it and start over? What is this Seven of Pentacles? King of Swords. This is because of this heartbreak. You're kind of left in this place of having to reassess and needing to do it in a very kind of logical way. King of Swords is always about head over heart decisions. Especially when you're dealing with heartbreak and you need to make a decision, it's it can sometimes be really helpful to try and get out of the emotionality of a situation. Oh, give me another one for this Seven of Pentacles. The Empress. Okay. Wanting this seems to me with the King of Swords and the Empress, it's like because she's all about the emotions. She's all about the nurturing, the kindness, the fertility, like wanting to create something, bring something new into the world. So with this Seven of Pentacles, it makes me think that you're being very logical about whatever you've put in so far, and you're also staying balanced and letting your emotions play a part of that as well. Um it makes me think that it's the kind of situation where um whatever is heartbreaking, it it gives you some kind of clarity. It gives you some kind of understanding. It forces you to do things in a new and different way, um, than you would have before, which is actually really beneficial for you. Let's go to. I would do want to clarify. I want to clarify. I'm going to go to my good tarot. My good tarot deck. What's going on here? All this working and patience. I think it's having patience because of a broken heart. What is this? Um, Five of Fire. In this deck, this is a card of honoring differences. You know, fives are about change. The Five of Fire in particular, it's kind of like potential drama, potentially, kind of bickering, not seeing eye to eye. But because of it being in this deck, it's sort of like taking the high road and understanding that everyone has their own truth, everyone has something different to bring to the table, and knowing that, it's not always about you, or it's not what your truth isn't always somebody else's truth, and it's sometimes agreeing to disagree, to hold the space for one another, even if you don't totally get where they're coming from. And the Ace of Earth, which it's about a new beginning. Um, keep looking at the Three of Swords here. Maybe, yeah, something's been a little bit painful, but through taking the high road, you're growing, you're leveling up, you're coming to this place where you're like, yeah, I do want a new beginning. Because the Empress is about fertility and birthing something new into the world. And this card, it's a slow beginning. It's being very dedicated to something that's really important to you. And aces are always like the universe kind of giving you a little boost, giving you a little reward for having completed something, because the ace always comes the beginning, which comes after the end of something else. Um, and it does require patience, for sure. The Messenger of Air. I think this has to do yeah, this has to do with learning to show up differently, or to make different choices than you normally do, to not fall back on past behaviors, or using the past as a way to behave. Like, well, I've encountered this before, and so it's always the same. Like, this type of person always ends up screwing me over. Something like that. Some kind of um attitude that's not totally correct. Like, not everybody you meet is always going to be the same. Sometimes, with that expectation that we hold, that we go into a situation where we're like, oh, here we go again. It's kind of like almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I feel like in this case, you're kind of changing everything around. You're starting from a new point. You're trying to see things from a different perspective, from a broader perspective, and be more compassionate and understanding. And so by doing that, it gives you some kind of ability to create momentum in this new beginning. And the Page of Water. Oh, I love this card. The Page of Water is all about childlike optimism, being playful, having fun, kind of. This is also a new beginning. Pages are that starting something up and doing it, especially with this card. It's like, yeah, feeling optimistic and excited and using that playful energy to help you build momentum. Some kind of communication too. Pages are about communication as well. Yeah, I don't know. So it's so funny. Sometimes the readings like are so like spot on and clear, and sometimes I'm just like, "Hmm, this one I'm feeling a little bit like that." But no matter what, there's definitely through heartbreak there's a learning and ability to level up, to move beyond the drama, and that creates this new beginning that's like you're deciding to do things differently because of what you've been through. So let me just pick. Actually, I don't want that. I'm gonna pick um, a chakra. I just got this recently. This is gonna be kind of like a little piece of advice for all of us for this Monday. We have solar plexus chakra, Manipura. You are free to be yourself. Your power is yours to keep. No excuses, no apologies. Banish fear and shine your light. You always have been, you always will be. You are, you belong. So, this is about taking back your power through being authentic. You don't make excuses for yourself, you don't make apologies. Um, what's it? No excuses, no apologies. Banish fear and shine your light. So it's like rather than being in victim mode because of pain that you've gone through, you're choosing to take responsibility for the situation. You are immersing yourself in what's important to you, and you're understanding, you're holding yourself accountable, and you're also at the same time kind of allowing space, forgiveness, understanding for others, maybe a particular other. Um, but you're just all about like, I know I want to strategize this new beginning. I know exactly what I will and will not put up with. Um, and I'm gonna nurture myself, nurture the people around me that I really care about. And here we go. Let's have some fun. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. That's pretty good. um, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.